All right. Good morning and welcome back to New York session 2. It is 9:30 a.m. Eastern now, and straight away let's get started off the Euro USD. And finally, uh, after quite a few trading sessions, we have seen that price action has actually followed the path that we've been expecting it to do so. Uh, and also with respect to the Fibonacci ratios, Euro USD has now dropped to the 38.2% Fibonacci retracement right across 1.0834. So, and I'm going to just take that drop off the desk, and from now we can expect the rally to resume anytime soon. Just wait for a bottom formation. I think we are very good in a position to now resume the rally. It's almost 35. Uh, Ideally, should have resumed from 40 itself. But tell you what, I mean, this is just a correction, and we must respect the corrective drop. I think it's a W, X, and Y, a combination. Let me just bring up the hourly chart. I think the first decline was a W, X, and Y. Sorry, A, B, and C. So that is a W. Another rally A, B, and C. So that is an X wave. And Y should also comprise of A, B, and C. So that is five down, which makes A, B, and now another five wave down. Believe it or not, an WXY combination is just complete now, and it is a good place to enter on the long side if you have waited and waited on the sidelines. I mean, we've been waiting, I think, since last several days. I think from this day onwards, 11th of March, and right now we are around the 20th of March. So after about 9 trading calendar days, not trading actually, 9 calendar days, we are in a position to confirm with more clarification and more confidence that a potential sub-minute degree wave 4 is now complete, and we should be heading north from here. So let's push everything on the right hand side, and this could be the next minute degree wave 5, which could be sub-minute wave 5, which would be minute wave 3, and then 4 and 5. So the immediate target now in the Euro USD is towards 1.11. Uh, that should be sub-minute wave 5, and finally minute wave 3 completion. All right. So for those who have already been holding long positions, they can add over here 1.08, and for those who are wanting or waiting for adding fresh positions, can also do so around this price. Now the stop loss in both cases would go around 1.0500, and the potential target is 1.1100. Not only 1.1100, price action is actually moving much higher towards 1.1275, and greater than that, higher than that, right? So that's the story as we move into this New York session 2 for Euro USD. Good to be on the buy side here. All right. Next, if we look at the dollar index now, I think the dollar index for the first time has rallied through 104 handle in the past few trading sessions. Let's have a look here, and there you go. That's an amazing theory, isn't it? The only thing is that sometimes the waves we miss out, and sometimes we miscalculate. But most of the time, okay, it's good to see that the path has been now almost fulfilled. So we can bring that down, and from here onwards, maybe price action is looking to move lower towards the sub-minute FA 5, which is around 10150. All right, so the current price action is exactly around 104 right now. That could be a WXY combination, which looks complete, and even if it rallies through 10420, but this one has been quite shallow, isn't it? I mean, the euro has almost hit the 38.2% retracement of wave 3, while the dollar index is hardly touching the 23% Fibonacci retracement. So that shows the dollar index has not been able to push through as it should be. All right, but nonetheless, those who have those who have been waiting on the sidelines for long actually should go and hit the sell button now with a stop loss around 10690. Actually, it's around 107. Let's keep it that way. And those who are holding already short side and would want to add further can also do that around the same price, 104, with the stop loss around 107, and price action looking forward towards 10150. And not only 10150, brothers, it's going below 99, much towards 97 and 95 going forward. All right. Let's move on to the third one. It would be good to see if pound has dropped closer to 2800 handle. Let's see that. Okay, nowhere closer to 2800 handle, but at least for the first time, pound has followed the path. The retracement has been absolutely shallow, but whatever it is, it is. All right, so 29.43. Let's say to ourselves, thank you very much. And from 1.3 handle, at least we've got a 50% decline, 50 points of decline. So we can enter now around 1.2943. The stop loss goes towards 1.25, which is almost a four and a half hundred pips, 450 pips, sorry. And the target, the take profit from here is around 1.34. Again, same 450 pips. But tell you what, it's not going to complete or going to end at 1.34. It's going much higher than that. 1.34 is just the previous high. It would clear the previous high comfortably, and not only clear the previous high but also reach possibly 1.4 levels going forward. All right, but don't play around the stop loss, please. The stop loss remains around 1.2500. All right, so that's the story in pound, and let's move ahead for gold now. All right, last session when we were here, we were talking of a potential decline or a potential turnaround from 305060 range, and if the drop materializes, it should ideally take out 3025. We were somewhat midway in the last during the last session. Now I think we've gotten the first boundary. All right, let's move on to the 15 minutes time frame. That would give us the subwaves quite clear. All right, so here's the subwave count. It could be ABC X. I don't know if this is an ABC because it's a straight line actually. It could be actually a 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3. Possibly wave 4 is unfolding as a triangle, and if it is, I think we should get one more low, one more decline towards 3025, taking that support out. All right. The wave structure is not very clear. It's not looking. I mean, it could be a leading diagonal though. I think this wave 3 is not the shortest one. It could be a leading diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That comprises of wave A and wave A of the correction. Okay. And if we do take a retracement, I think we are now progressing towards wave B of the correction. Let's find out. It has reached the 50% mark, and it's quite a bit enough, but be prepared for a 68.2% touch as well, possibly the 78% as well, but 45 is going to be a good one. And going forward, a price extension could drag the yellow metal lower towards 3000, 3007 and 2990, which is in line with the 38.2% Fibonacci retracement as well. Here you go. All right, so maybe it rallies a bit more towards 45, 46 zone, and then reverses lower towards 2990, 2975 as well. All right, so that could be the story of gold, and in that case, if it drops to 2990, 29, okay, I think we can remove the retracement so that there's less congestion here. And tell you what, let the earlier retracement be. We are seeing a strong convergence level at 2 2990, right? Strong convergence is seen around 2990. So believe it or not, that would be, first of all, it would act as a magnet where prices could drop rapidly towards the 2990 mark, which could be wave 4 termination, and after that 2990 mark, it begins to rally and touches the 31, 3100, 3200 mark. So that would be around the 300 to $400, actually 400 points we covered. All right. So the story in gold is now following the script. Possibly we are okay. There's another count available actually. If we go by wave 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 4 and 5, it's okay. I think wave 3 is good enough, and now we are beginning to cut loose on the fourth wave, and maybe the first wave A is complete, wave B is underway, and wave C should then resume lower towards 2990 zone. Right, that looks a more high probable wave count at this point in time. In gold, so keeping that in mind. Now, for the first time in several trading sessions, I mean, where we have refrained short positions, we've kind of remained on the sidelines. Maybe for the first time after a few trading sessions, after a long, long, long time, we would assert a positive. It's still a risky trade, but it's not that risky which we used to propose at wave 5 termination. Now we've got wave A lower and we are working towards wave B, so we can sell wave B and work towards wave C then. All right, so wave B, I mean, if prices manage to reach uh, 4045, you can sell with a stop loss around potentially around 3060, and with the potential target of around 2990. All right, so that would be 45 plus 55 points of potential target and 15 points of potential risk. So it will be 1:3 risk reward ratio, which is absolutely not a bad one. But remember, 2990, that's an aggressive call where traders who are wanting to take that $15 of risk can do so. And if you're not willing to take that counter trend risk, please sit on the sidelines and wait for price action to drop towards 2990 and then turn higher with a potential target of 3100, 3150 going forward. All right. So that is the story in gold, and we might now want to shift base to Bitcoin. I tell you what, we took partial profits in Bitcoin already. Not partial actually, we have taken profits and we are now waiting for a corrective decline. I don't know if this could be a leading diagonal as well. I can see it's a 535, but wave 3 in this case is smaller than wave 5. So rather than a leading diagonal, it could be something else actually. Maybe a 535, a WXY in the making. That looks like a 535 as well. So a W, an X, and a Y. WXY could be the case where we have wave A complete now. If that's the case, then wave B, I mean, since it is a three-wave structure combination, where the drop should the retrace completely the rally, the previous rally, before going forward towards 96. So what we will plan now is wait for a drop towards I mean the 61.8% of the entire rally here. Let's find out the price action. Maybe back towards 80,000, where we enter buying around stop loss around 76 and a potential target. Let's find out. It's moving towards 74. So the next move or next entry could be as follows. Right, so we expect a decline right now in the near term back towards the 80,000, 81,000 mark, and then we would again try and capture on the long side and take it over towards 94, 95. But tell you what, sir, that could be the end of the recent rally, and then or the counter trend rally, and then we can expect prices to turn lower sharply, uh, moving towards what 30, 37, 35, 20,000, even 18,000 going forward. So it's going to be a huge one once we see a corrective rally complete. Now, tell you what, the correction can actually extend itself towards uh, 101 as well. All right, that's the 127 of the extension and 78% of the retracement matching each other. We do have a good convergence around 94, which is the 0.618 extension and 1.618 retracement of the previous drop respectively. All right, so we will be looking around the 80,000 mark now for Bitcoin to enter on the long side. And finally, the Dow Jones. There you go. Dow Jones is also should be also on the same lines. I mean, if we let's take this out first, because the boundary has changed. We look for a retracement or pullback. Support is seen around the 41,500. Probably could also drop towards 41,200, where we would like to re-enter on the long side, and then possibly carry forward towards 44,000. Let's see. 43,175 would actually go and hit the 44,000 mark, which is the 1.27 extension and 78% retracement. So the path in the Dow Jones again could be like that. All right, so waiting for a bit more correction in the Dow Jones. In fact, we can go and buy ahead right now as well. It's 41,800. It might not drop towards 41,200. Maybe just in case we don't want to lose on the trade, that's okay. It's okay to buy now and partial around 41,200 with a target of 43,100. Right. So those are the stories as we move into the New York session deeper. And let's bring the current one to a pause. The summary of the session is we are long now euro from 820 levels, short index from 104 levels, long pound from 1.29 40-50 zone, short gold potentially from 3045 targeting 2990, sorry, and Bitcoin and dollar index we are waiting for long entries. All right, so that's the summary of this session. Let's bring it a pause, brothers and sisters, and we'll be back in a few hours during the Tokyo Sydney overlap. Until that time, once again, thank you for tuning in, and until the next one, as always, please do take care and God bless. Goodbye.